Hi YouTube, it's Kristen the Pink Paper Princess, and I am here with my August Design Team shares for my creative scrapbook. I already did a video of my kit and everything that included it, so now I'm going to show you my projects. I worked with the album kit this month, and so I made an album about my boy and his doggy, and it's titled A Dog and His Boy. And on the cover, I have this picture of our dog giving him a kiss. And this chipboard piece came in the frame, or in the kit, and I just painted it this color green. These were chipboard letters that I covered in washi tape. This was a tag that came, and I stenciled it because our kit came with a stencil, and I stenciled it with modeling paste, and then I just painted over it. I don't even know if you can even see the dimension on that, but this ribbon came in the kit. This flower and bow, or button, came in the kit, and this bow was actually came on the tag, and I just took it off and put it on here. These are chipboard letters that I painted, and this was a metal rimmed tag that came in the kit. So then the next page, her name is Kimmy, so it just says Kimmy. This was a transparency piece that came in the kit. This was a journaling card, and we got this clip also in the kit, and I just I clipped the transparency on it after I journaled. These were painted. So this is on pop. This is popped up because there was something that said something underneath there, and I didn't like it, so I just put the hello on there. Alright, and on the next page, I just have a photo of Kimmy and my little kid, my boy. This was a transparency. We got a sheet. It was 12 by 12 sheet, but then it cut up into 3 by 4. And this was one of those. And to save it and to make my supplies go a little farther, this, instead of being a full 3 by 4, I actually cut a rectangle out that, you wouldn't even see it under the picture anyway, so I could use it later on another page. This was a sticker that came in the collection, and there's a button, and then just a little banner there. I think there's a banner probably on every page. Oh, and here you can see this is the stencil, and it's got modeling paste on it. So that's how that turned out. On the next page, a picture. And then all the pages were covered in cardstock, and then I used the pattern paper and I cut it a little bit smaller. And then some of these I ripped, and then, I don't know if you can see that, but there's washi and all the rip spots. So then here's my banner with the pattern paper. This is one of those Prima wood veneers that I just painted, and I put a button on it. This is a little yellow bicycle burlap heart. This was a piece of that transparency, and again I cut this out, and then on the back I put the washi tape. Can you see the washi tape back there? And then this was, what does that say? Documented. This was another piece of another part of the transparency. And then the next page, no picture, it's just journaling. And it says A Bond, and those are painted chipboard. And then this is a couple of the journaling transparencies. And this was cut from the transparencies, and then I just put a piece of cardstock behind it. And then it's got a banner here. Oh, and then a bow. And this green ribbon came in the... And then you can see again, you can see this better. Like I just kind of tore the pattern paper, and then I stenciled with the modeling paste. On the next page, this was a piece of the transparency that I cut up, and this was a sticker from the collection. Another of the Prima wood veneers. And this one I might have inked. I think I just ran my ink pad along that one. And then a banner. Actually, this one has 2 banners, the green and the pink. So that's how that turned out. And here, this is a transparency that I cut up. so I just used half of it up here and half of it up here. Here I have a flower, a button, and then this came in the kit. Here another piece of that transparency, and I just backed it with some cardstock again, and it's laying on top of the metal rim tag. Piece of rickrack that came in the kit, and then here is just a sticker that came in the kit. And here, this is the other side of this tag that I used on the cover, because the tag was like this long, and obviously I didn't use it, so I just cut it in half. I cut it so it looked like a tag on the corners, and I put a button on it. Here's another piece of transparency and a sticker from the collection. And oh, then I took the half that was left and I cut it in half, and so I have some down here and some down there. So there's that. So this is another page that I ripped the pattern paper, and then here I used the stencil with the modeling paste. A sticker from the collection, a wood veneer, and the button. And then here's some of the transparency that I cut up. And see, here's where I use that other part of that chevron transparency that I showed you on the first page. I told you I cut part of it out so I could use it here on this page. Here I used the metal rim tag right here, and then I painted this wood veneer. Oh, it's more adhesive. And then there's a button, and this flower came in the kit. And this was a sticker from the collection. And here's my banner. And then my last page, I've got two different pattern papers, and I ripped one here. And here, this bag came in the kit. And then here's just a journaling spot. And I added a sticker to the transparency. Here's a ribbon and another transparency. And then the back is just plain. And the binding rings that came with this album were pretty small, and my album is a little thick, and so it wouldn't fit. And so the kit came with all of this fabulous ribbon. So what I did was I just punched a hole in the top of each page, and I put the white ribbon all the way through. And then once I did that, I went ahead and I just tied all of these ribbons, the orange and the black and white and the rickrack, onto the piece of white ribbon. And then I just cut all the ends at different lengths. So that's how that album turned out. I really loved working with these papers. They were so bright and so fun. And then on top of that mini album, I was able to create 4 layouts. This is one of the layouts. That's my brother and his son, my nephew. And so I just used a lot of the paper layers, lots of colors. And these were stickers from the collection. And because it's on white, I went ahead and I outlined them all in black. And this is actually an envelope, so it opens up, and there's a sticker from the collection, and then this pulls out with some journaling. So that's how that turned out. Oh, this was a frame, but I actually cut the inside out, and then I backed it with this pattern paper that already had the heart, and then I just put this love this sticker on it. Distressed. All the edges, and I inked in black. So there's that one. And here's another one. And this is my little boy standing in front of a rose bush. This was actually before a vacation. We took a train ride, and this was at the train station. But I did the white and the green and the pink cardstock, and then just lots of layers. I inked in a green and distressed all the edges. This cluster here, this was a plain piece of chipboard that I used my embossing powder and embossed. This butterfly was chipboard, and I just ran my ink pad over it, and then I put glossy accents. These little Prima wood leaves, I just ran my ink pad over. And then we've got some flowers here. This was a piece of that Lucky Charm, I think, paper. that you got a bunch of them. Here we got some washi tape. This was a sticker from the collection, and I just wrote I used the stickers to make my bud on the title. Here's another one of those tags, and this I put the stencil over it, and I used a sponge dauber, and I used the ink, and I used the stencil that way. And, you know, then there's washi tape and some of the washi. So that's how that turned out. This is my favorite one that I made. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's falling apart. I need more adhesive. Let me put that back before I show you. Oh, hold on. Let me add some adhesive to this because it's not sticking at all.
I was like, why is this sticking out?
It does not want to stick to the paper. Goodness. Okay. There we go. Okay. So in the kit we got this piece of chevron paper, you know, it was a full sheet of chevron paper, and I just cut some of the chevrons out, and then I just cut a bunch of papers for layers. I titled it Boys and Toys, and then I put an outline inside the letters instead of on the outside. I outlined all of the chevrons. I outlined all of the layers. So I've got some banners here and lots of layers. Lots of dimension on this. I think there's dimension between each layer. Pop dots. Happy Day. This was my husband and my little boy. This is when we went to Cabo, Mexico, and they drove these on the beaches. So that was a lot of fun for them. And that's why this is a sticker from the collection. It says Best Day Ever. I believe I used a white Mr. Huey's, and then I think this is Tattered Angels blue, one of the blue, but I'm not really sure. And I've got some buttons and some more buttons. So that's that one. And then the last one looks like this. And all of these banner pieces were actually from the branding strips at the bottom of the paper. And I just saved them all, and then I cut them, folded them in half over the twine, and then I made the banners. And I used the stencil in the background, the same that I normally, like I did the other layout. I just used my ink and my sponge dauber. And then, again, just lots of layers and some splatters. I think it's orange splatters. Got one of these little jars I cut out from that paper. Here's another bag that I actually tore this bag at the top, and then I ran it through an embossing folder, and I think it was my wood grain folder. And this cute little birdie clip came, and this is my little boy fishing, and I just titled it Fishing. The kit came with this pretty lace, and I got to use that right here. I thought it helped, you know, because it was a very soft layout. I think that's it. Yep, just lots of layers. The photo is popped up, and so that's how that turned out. So those are my kits. I'll put a link below so you can go check out what the other girls did with the kits. And like I said, I used the album kit, but there's also a main kit which had A Beautiful Life, I think, by Echo Park. The creative kit had a beachy, it's like sand and surf from Bella Boulevard. And the limited edition kit contained stuff from Kaiser Craft. Lots of Prima flowers in that kit. And then we also have, I don't know if you checked out my blog, but there's a fly. We also have a new Project Life kit. We actually have 2 available. So I'll put a link below so you guys can check that out. Thanks for watching.